Hey guys, welcome to another episode of the state preview. Today we're going to knock out 2A and 1A. We've already done 3A and the girls. I am here with Alex Wisdom from Florida Wrestling Insight, the Guru, and myself, Ricky Cheese. As you know, we're going to knock this out real quick. It is the eve of the state tournament. I know you guys are probably rolling around right now, if not just getting done, knocking off those last couple of ounces or pounds in some cases. So we're going to get this done. Hopefully it'll get edited and released tonight for you guys, but we'll find out. Anyways, let's jump into it, man. We're starting with 2A 106. Let me share that real quick so everybody can see it, and then we're going to jump right into it. Here we go. All right, man. 2A 106. What do you got to say about that, Guru?
2A 106. First off, I think that let's start. Vlad Drown, right? One of the top kids in the state bracket.
Like that.
Right, Rockledge took his first loss second loss against sixth grader Chow Sains from Somerset at the region tournament. But with that being said, Vlad Drown has dominated this 106 bracket and this 106 seeding for most of the year. He's been the number one guy in most of the year. So off that being said, I have to see him going to the finals, even though he will have an interesting quarterfinals, in my opinion, against Jackson Hackett from Lake Gibson.
That's a sick quarterfinals, bro. Jackson Hackett ain't no slouch. That is a tough Lake Gibson kid.
No, he's tough as hell, and he's one of the top guys in this bracket in 106. And Giovanni Curraturo from Deltona is also a super tough kid, so I'm interested to see if he'll make this semis, following through, everything goes down his path.
So who do you got between Drone and Hackett if they meet in the quarters, which they will?
I got Drone. I think Vlad Drone, Drown, however you say it. I think he's gonna do it. I think coming off a loss in the region finals against a tough opponent, he's got nothing but vengeance on his mind.
Yeah.
And he's gonna want to prove why he's the best kid in the state.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with you on that. So bottom half, we've got God, man, another tough freshman, Ethan Rayleigh from Brandon. He was a youth phenom. That kid, he won everything there is to win at the youth level, pretty much. Tough kid. But Sains, you got Sains lurking down there too.
Man, Sains had a performance at the region tournament at 106. He went off. I mean, watching this kid scramble is like
a grader too, bro.
What he doesn't wrestle like a sixth grader. Watching this kid scramble is like an art form. But with that being said, Easton Bauma's not a slouch, right? And then, granted he wins that match, Jonathan Hart from Middleburg is a tough ass kid as well. Do I think Saints can win? I do. But look at all those matches. 64-10. That's a huge record.
Dude, that's a lot of matches. 74 matches. That's a lot of damage on your body, man. I don't care how young you may be. He's only in 10th grade, so he's what, 15, maybe 16 at tops?
Yeah.
That's a lot of matches, man. I didn't realize Middleburg had that many matches.
Yeah, they have a lot, but I mean, I think the sixth grader can do it. I think Chow Sains can make the state semis. Who he faces, I think he's going to face Alexander Nassif from Charlotte High School. That's actually one of Chow Sains' losses in the year. I don't know if it's a major decision or close to a major, but I think that's a rematch at the state tournament we're going to see in the state semis. And
has Rayleigh wrestled Nassif yet?
I do not know.
Because I'm going with Rayleigh over that in that match.
Rayleigh?
Yeah, man, I believe in the young kid.
I mean, this whole 106 weight class and almost every single division has been a toss-up this year. Granted, a few kids, but, rankings have, jumped up and down for each of them. But shout out to Barry Ari's Sville, I believe that's how you say it, from Matter Academy. He's Matter Academy's youngest state qualifier ever in history.
Wow.
And he's talented too, only a 7th grader.
Okay, very good. Congrats to him. All right, so let's go with our pick. I think I'm going to go with Drone. Vladimir Drone.
I'm going to go with Chow Sains. I think Chow Sains is going to be the first 6th grade state champ in Florida history.
All right, we'll find out soon enough. Let's go to 113 2A.
Another huge weight class. So this top half, right? Zach Lito, great draw, one of the top kids in the state. Jesuit. He's making the semis, in my opinion. He's tough as hell. He's got Jesuit training. He's got vengeance on his mind over the year. Took a state semis loss, I believe. So now he's coming for a state final, and he's got a great draw here. But who will face in state finals or state semis, I think he'll face Kano
Any
Austin
more?
from Somerset.
Oh, really? Okay.
Or I think Kano Austin from Somerset is going to pop off at the state tournament this year watching him wrestle. But, Jason Marsala, another tough kid from Childs, Jackson Sofer, 47-6 from Brandon, another tough first-round match. That Jackson Sofer and Kano Austin match might be a first-round match to watch in itself because those are two super tough kids.
Yeah.
But I think the winner of that match is going to be in the state semis against Zach Lita.
All right, let's take a look at the bottom half of the bracket.
Bottom half. All right.
Mendez.
State semifinal match that should be in the state finals, in my opinion, is RJ Phelan and Gary Mendez. Anyone that watched the state tournament last year, I believe Mendez was up 7-0, and then Phelan came back and won 9-8. So, if that goes to show who RJ Phelan is, he's tough as hell.
Tough as
His three losses, I believe he went to Ironman this year, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he was there.
And then his one loss, I couldn't tell you. Could be at the knockout, could be against the out-of-state kid.
Yeah.
Well,
he's got a tough quarterfinals. He's got, Obstaculo ain't no slouch.
Obstaculo is not a slouch. Gary Mendez, another tough kid, was at 120 most of the year, so that's where most of his 8 losses come from. But at 113, he is undefeated on the year.
Is he still strong at 113, or do you think he cut too much?
I think he's still strong at 113 because him and his coaches are saying he was walking around at 119, 118.
Yeah.
So I think he's strong, and I think he's going to go and have a great semifinals with Gary.
Well, I think RJ Phelan's going to repeat as a state champion.
Think so?
I think so.
I'm gonna go. I love RJ Phelan. I think he's a great wrestler, and he definitely can be a 2-timer. But I'm gonna go with the revenge match upset. I'm gonna go with Gary Mendez.
All right, so you got Mendez. I got Phelan. Phelan, don't be failing in that match. Make sure you're winning, not failing. That was a little corny joke, but anyways, all right, 120. What we got? Top half. Oh, that kid's tough as shit. Garrett Ferguson from Gulf Breeze, North Florida.
Woo, Garrett Ferguson is tough as hell. Garrett Ferguson is tough as hell. I mean, serious student from Heritage. He's also a tough kid, but Garrett Ferguson has been on a tear this year. Although 120 has also been a little all over the place. He could see a tough Jaden Russell from Braden River in the quarters. But I think Garrett Ferguson falling down this path could make the state finals, and he has a legit shot to make the state finals. Who's the opponent will be in the semis? I'm going to tell you right now, this kid, Kane Drake, tough as shit.
Yeah, from Jensen Beach, young kid, 9th grader.
9th grader, he is tough as hell. I watched him wrestle at regions as well. This kid is he's going to be something special. And this Team Barracuda and Jensen Beach, they're doing their youth program a service because their youth kids and their young guys are coming and blowing this thing up. So I think Kane Drake actually can beat a tough Juan Torres from Lincoln, and he'll be in the semis with Garrett Ferguson.
Yeah, I think it'll be Ferguson and Drake in the semis, and I go Ferguson in that match.
I got to go Ferguson too, but if Kane Drake does pull out a win, I won't be surprised.
Yeah, definitely not a surprise, but I'm going with Ferguson. All right, so bottom half, you got Lachlan Harris, tough kid, Port Charlotte.
Yeah.
Who else?
You got
Jacob
Eric
Rose
Bush
from Archbishop McCarthy.
Jacob Rose is the most underrated guy in this bracket. He's had close matches with some of the toughest kids in the state. So, his tough quarterfinals match is going to be against Eric Bush.
Yeah, nobody's beating Bush on the bottom half.
Yeah, so Bush is tough. I think Bush is going to make the state finals as well. But I'll tell you right now, if Jacob Rhodes beats Eric Bush and he keeps the momentum, he will be in the state finals. Because Jacob Rhodes has super clutch.
Yeah.
And he has had close matches with Florida Fargo All-Americans and some of the best kids in the state. So if he shows up and he wrestles, I also will not be surprised if Jacob Rhodes does beat Eric Bush.
And remember, he's got a new young coach in his corner, Gianni Guerriero, that's going to be in his ear. Jacob Rhodes is going to want to impress his new coach. Trust me when I tell you that. He's going to want to win for him. They walk through walls for Gianni. They just young coach like you, and they respect him. He can understand them because he's not that much older than. I mean, he's older than him, but not that much older than him. He's still in his early or mid 20s. So yeah, man, Rhodes can do big things there.
Yeah, Coach Guerrero, Yanni Guerrero is super tough. He's one of the best coaches in the state, honestly. Yeah. And what he's done in the past 2 years with Archbishop is it can't be overlooked. He's done great things. This is the most state qualifiers they've had in the history of their school.
That's crazy.
So it's definitely something to look at. And I believe that all of them will place. So
I hope
it's
so.
going to be something special.
Well, I
But
think
yeah,
Eric Bush is going to be in the state finals with Garrett Ferguson, and I got to go with Bush on that.
I got to go with Bush too. I mean, he has vengeance on his mind.
Yep.
So state finals lost last year. He wants to win it.
126. Now, I'm going to tell you, kid, don't sleep on Ryder Cohn. His brother
Nah.
wrestled in the Kings of Florida for us last year.
Yep.
And Ryder is tougher than shit. He's from Gulf Breeze, so you know he's banging with Ferguson every day in the wrestling room.
Yep.
He's tough on that top half, but he's going to run into Cale Seneca, man. And Cale is firing on all cylinders, 41-1. He's a 12th grader. He's dying for that state title. He's licking his chops. I don't know if Cohn has enough to overthrow Seneca. I'm going with Seneca for the finals on the top half.
I don't think there's a 126 in the state right now, in 2A that can really, go shot for shot with Cale Seneca. He's had an amazing year. I couldn't tell you who his one loss is. Ryder Cohen is tough, but another kid that's tough on that top side of the top half is Christopher Smith. I think Christopher Smith from Mark Bishop McCarthy can also make the state semis against Cale Seneca.
Okay.
But this top half is tough. Luke Rodriguez isn't a slouch either.
No.
From Lincoln.
Pretty deep
and
there.
Yeah, it's pretty deep. So, but I think Cale and Christopher Smith will be in the state semis.
All right, I'm gonna say it's Ryder Cohn and Cale Seneca in the semis on the top half.
All right.
So we'll see. Bottom half.
Look at that already. There's a movement. Daniel Delishaw forfeit from Sayer Lopez.
Oh, so what? He didn't make weight?
Maybe.
No,
weigh-ins
are in yet.
Weigh-ins are tomorrow, so maybe it's something. It's his medical.
Forfeit. He's hurt.
Could be a really bad weight cut he can't make anymore. Could be something. Could be an injury. But, wish the best for that kid. You're not competing at the state tournament this year off a medical forfeit, but still wish you the best.
Hell yeah, he's one match away from placing. He wins his next match, he's on the podium.
Yeah, and then Sayer Lopez, this kid won the region last year against a super tough Chris Smith from Mark Bishop. And this kid, Sayer Tolf, is as tough as hell as well. And again, another freshman from Jensen Beach.
Yeah.
Kane Drake, freshman as well.
Yep.
So these two guys are going back to back. But this kid, Nathan Harvey, is lurking from Middleburg.
He's so tough, dude. He's so tough.
Nathan Harvey's really, really good. But there's another kid here, Tyler White from Lake Gibson. This kid has been on like a momentum tear this season. His 6 losses are tough quality losses.
Yeah.
And he's going to be in the state semis with Nathan Harvey. And I got to go Tyler White in the state finals.
I'm going Tyler White in the state finals against Cale Seneca.
Yeah. Now, as for the winner, it's hard to go against Cale Seneca. He went to Kings of Florida last year. He went 1-1 against 2 other really tough kids.
Yeah.
I got to go Cale Seneca for a state championship win.
I'm with him too. I'm riding Cale Seneca all the way to the state finals, baby. Don't let us down, Cale. You got what it takes, kid. All right. 132, 2A. Top half.
All right. 132. The biggest underdog in this bracket right now, and I'll say it too, is another Archbishop kid named Devin Montanez. Although he has 12 losses in a year at the state tournament, usually at the state tournament, you're looking at 10 losses or less. I know offseason doesn't matter that much, but he's made the state tournament. He has had some of the closest matches with some of the top guys in the offseason.
Yeah.
And when he's on fire, he is on fire. He is one of the best wrestlers in the state, and he's only in 10th grade. Last year, he wrestled 2 weight classes up, and he still went to regions, won a couple matches too. I think Devin Montanez is the biggest underdog in this bracket. Now, he does have a tough Jackson Perry from Riverdale, but again, this top side right here, I could see him possibly making the state finals as well, or state semis as well. Well,
I'll tell you what, a really interesting quarterfinals match on the top half is going to be Carlos Sainz from Somerset and Roberto De Jesus from Lake Gibson.
That's a rematch that Roberto De Jesus is waiting for. I know that because last year they faced in the state semis, and Sainz won, I believe, by a 1 point or 1 takedown.
Yeah.
Now, as of who's going to win that match between Carlos and Roberto De Jesus, that's another state semis, state finals possibly in itself. I gotta go Carlos Sainz. This kid's. We can talk about the Sainz and what they've done for Florida wrestling throughout their little tenure that they've had. He's tough as hell. I gotta go Carlos Sainz, but I won't be surprised if Roberto De Jesus wins. Now, whoever wins that match will be in the state finals. I'll tell you that
for sure. And then who are they gonna wrestle? Let's see the bottom half. What are we looking at?
Lucas Barrios.
He's making the state finals, no doubt about it.
Lucas Barrios has been on fire this year. A little scared midway through the season after knockout because he had a medical issue involving some personal stuff, couldn't practice and train for a while. But once he got back, he got back. And, he has a win over Sains in the district and ultimate tiebreaker, and then another win over Sains by a takedown in the region finals. So he's riding momentum. Again, not counting out all these other kids, but Lucas Barrios has already made history as a middle schooler.
Yeah.
Like you said, has won almost everything he needs to win.
Right.
Now he's looking for a state title this year. Last year, he had the medical forfeit of 6. He's looking for a win this year in the state tournament, and I think he's going to be a state champ.
He's going to be a state champ.
Not disregarding his backer, Evan Cope from Charlotte, another tough kid.
Yeah.
Jaden Weisel from Brandon, another tough kid. So he has to get through these guys first, one match at a time.
Yeah.
But when he does, I have Lucas Barrios winning the state title this year.
100%. My choice is Lucas Barrios as well. All right, 138.
138. Kane Drake's brother, Sage Drake, another kid from Jensen Beach, junior, also tough, very tough kid. When he's on, he's on. But he needs to be on for first match against Rudley Villarreal.
Villarreal is tough as shit, man.
Yeah, from Winter Springs. And Winter Springs has had a tough program. But another kid, and honestly, with this pool, another Archbishop kid, Gianni Guerrero, doing his thing, Archbishop McCarthy High School. I think Joseph Scott is going to be in the state finals. I mean, this kid moves. Have you seen this kid wrestle?
Yeah.
And this is me being he from Hollywood Hills to Archbishop,
right?
And not taking away anything he did at Hollywood Hills. He was state qualifier for them, but how he's been wrestling and the way he's been moving this year, I think he's going to be in the state finals. He's going to have a tough state semis, I think, against Logan Duncan from Gulf Breeze or Rudley Villarreal from Winter Springs. But the way he's been wrestling, I could see Joseph Scott in the state finals.
Well, you're the guru, so I'm going to go with you on that. I'll believe in Scott as well. I've seen him wrestle. He is good.
Yeah, but now this bottom side,
Reed Yakes, Clinton Thompson, North Fort Myers,
Dylan Fernandez from Somerset, Devin Hicks from New Smyrna Beach, Julian Brady from Suncoast.
Holy shit, that bottom half is stacked. How'd that happen?
It's hell. It's going to be a bloodbath here to, get to the state semis. I see a Clinton Thompson and Julian Brady quarterfinals match, and Clinton Thompson does have one loss on the year. That's going to be tough for Brady. I call Julian Brady the bracket buster because this kid last year was not projected to win the region, and he won the region. This year, not projected to make the finals, and he made the finals against a tough Joseph Scott.
I love when that happens.
This kid's going to place no matter what. Trust me when I say that. He's going to place for Suncoast. On the top side, right, of the bottom half, we have Devin Hicks, who has a tough match against Dylan Fernandez, and Dylan Fernandez is a move of momentum now. And that's going to be a hard first-round match to watch. I honestly couldn't pick. But I will tell you something. Reed Yakes, Jr., he's looking to make a statement. And Reed Yakes will be in the state finals against Joseph Scott.
Well, I choose Reed Yakes to win the whole damn thing.
I got Reed Yakes winning it too. But that bottom half is going to be hard.
That's that. Reed Yakes is the man. That's that. 144. Crilly from Arnold's very tough.
Yes, but Andre Rossi, when he's on point as well, another Archbishop kid, is very tough. Didn't have the best region tournament. But when he wrestles like how he's supposed to wrestle, he's good. Isaac Lowe, Elijah Lowe's little brother.
Yes, sir.
Right? Another tough kid from the Gib, but he has a tough first round match on Landon Murphy from North Fort Myers.
He does, but
that's a tough first round match.
It's a very tough first round match for Lowe. But one thing I learned about the Lowe boys: don't ever count them out. Ever.
Don't ever count him out. Ever count him out.
I don't care if his record was 32-42. That kid can pull out wins when it's important. I've watched him do it.
Absolutely. Jacob Fuentes from Raider River, another tough kid. He's been on fire this year as a senior.
Yep.
But there's one kid here, Darian Shannon from Somerset. I used to wrestle with Darian when he was in middle school, and I was in high school, freshman, sophomore, junior year at Maka. Even when I was a senior, I got to roll around with him a little. The way he's been improving each year, usually you watch kids wrestle and it's like inconsistency, or maybe they plateau and now they just got to, get to that next level point. Darian Shannon has consistently improving over the years, time and time again, from state qualifying to state placing, and now a junior. he's my pick to make the state finals. I think he can make the state finals here.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to tell you this right now. People are going to call me crazy. They're going to call me nuts. I think Isaac Lowe is going to make the state finals. I just have a feeling.
I could see it. It could happen. It could happen.
I mean, I know he's got 14 losses, but they wrestle really tough competition. It's not a weak schedule. I know he's been training with his dad hard. I believe in the kid. So I'm going with Isaac Lowe to shock the world and make the state finals.
All right, I got Darian Shannon.
Okay.
Another
Bottom half,
movement already.
of course, Jake
Caden Cruel,
Austin.
Caden Cruel from Jesuit already has a win now, medical forfeit. That's crazy. I haven't seen 2 medical forfeits in the same 2A side. Kid, Jaden Rivas, Miramar. Not going to air out his business, but he battled a lot of injuries this year. And in the region blood rounds, he had 2 horrible injuries and still came out with a win. This kid is a dog. This kid's placing at the state tournament this year, without a doubt. Super tough kid, but Caden Cruel is also extremely tough as well. Returning state finalist from, I believe, 2 or 3 years ago, Jake Giovino from Satellite. Looking to make a statement. Had a region finals loss against Darian Shannon, but he has a tough Christopher McKeel, another 70-match season from Middleburg. They're wrestling a tough-ass schedule, but we have my number 1 pound-for-pound kid in the state in 2A, Jake Austin.
Yeah, Giovino, his run ends in the quarters, unfortunately. I like him. I think he'll place for sure, but he's losing in the quarters. Nobody's beating Jake Austin. Nobody.
Jake Austin is winning a state title this year. It's Jake Austin, guys.
Jake Austin, and that's that.
Jake Austin's a 2-time state champ, and he's looking for his 3rd.
All right, 150. 150. What do we got at 150?
150. The biggest underdog in this side of the bracket is a kid from Atlantic named Nestor Calor. But he's had a little bit of inconsistency when it matters. I mean, I know I say inconsistency, but it's 4 losses. He's beaten some of the top guys in his way in the 3A side, in the 1A side, in the 2A side. But he's also taken some losses that he should not have taken. But granted, he beat those top guys. Now, if he shows up, I believe Nestor Calor has a win over Erickson Coney as well, another tough kid from Southridge.
Yeah.
And other guys. If he shows up, this is a kid that could make the state semis, even beat a tough Merrick Miller from New Smyrna Beach. But with history on what I have to go for and just numbers in itself, I think Merrick Miller is going to make the state semis.
Another kid that you don't hear a lot about that I do think can make the state finals and will make the state finals is Angel Ojeda from Manatee, one of Goog's guys. He's 44-4, got a lot of matches under his belt. He keeps getting better. I've kept my eye on him all year. I think that kid can make the state finals.
Yep. I mean, Trevante Bergs, I believe it's from Lakeland or Lakeside. I want to make sure I get it right, so I'm just gonna hold off on that. But Trevante Bergs, another tough kid, but
he's from Lakeland High School, Lakeland Senior High.
Lakeland Senior High, right? Okay, I was right. So, with that being said, Angel Ojeda's gonna have a tough quarterfinals, but whoever wins that is making the state finals.
Yeah.
But Merrick Miller's not no slouch either. This top side could be a little shaken up depending what happens.
Yep. I believe I had Merrick Miller ranked number 1 in the state at one point this year.
Yeah, he's tough.
But at the bottom half, you got my choice to win the whole damn thing, Mason Basil.
Mason Basil, I mean, junior, looking for a state title this year, was at 44, went up to 50. Doesn't matter if he went up to 57 or went down to 38. He's one of those top guys in the state. He's my pick to make the state finals as well, and he looks like he has a pretty decent path to make the state semis leading up to it.
Yeah.
Micah Thomas from Middleburg, another super tough kid. And then Tavian Smith from Judson Beach. This is a kid that I also believe if he shows up, he could make the state semis. It's tough that he's got Mason Basil on his side.
Right.
But Tavian Smith will 100% place. I'll tell you that right now. Now, for the whole thing, I got Mason Basil winning the state title.
Me too. All right, 157.
157 top side. I mean, as much as I want to get into it, guys, Tristan Sains, returning state champ.
30-0.
30-0. One of the best wrestlers in the state. Arguably pound for pound, one of the best wrestlers in the state, regardless of classification. If you go up real quick, Ricky, if you go up, Bruno Reyes, another kid from Suncoast, beat Mateo Gonzalez in the blood round, who was a very tough kid. But Daniel Rains as well from Middleburg is very tough. But Tristan Sands is going to make the state finals here. He's
gonna win it.
He's gonna win it. On the bottom side,
It don't matter.
it don't matter.
It don't matter. Tristan Sands.
I mean, the number 2 kid in the state and Charlie Fuentes from North Miami. I mean, I think North Miami's gonna have a state finalist this year, and that's good for their program, especially for Coach Severe.
Right.
But Tristan's already 2-0 against Charlie, I believe. So, and it's a confident 2-0 as well. Tristan Sands will win a state title this year.
165 2A. Here we go.
All right.
Atticus Dye, that's your boy. You're big on.
Atticus Dye is a kid I'm very big on. I've been big on for a while. It says he's a junior, but I'm pretty sure he's a senior. Weird that it says that, but anyway, a kid that's shown up through the middle and a final stretch of the season, already has tough wins, has proven himself. But he'll have a tough quarterfinals against Hayden Hansford, in my opinion. And granted, he gets past there in the state semis. This kid, Konstantin Kospekian from Lake Gibson. I think
Kospekian's pretty tough. I saw him at the Braves Invitational. I like that kid.
Kospekian's tough. He's a gritty wrestler. He's going to get in your face. But regarding that, the way Atticus Dye has been performing this year, and I don't think he's wrestled Kospekian yet. It's very tough to pick, but I think Atticus Dye is going to make the state finals.
And then on the bottom half, you got big KJ Vasquez.
It's hard to go against a kid that's actually a junior, and has already been to 2 state finals. The third time's a charm. He has Sidney Katz from Somerset in the quarters, and Sidney Katz is another tough kid. You know, arguably a top 3, top 5 kid in the state, depending who you ask. But KJ Vasquez is tough, man. Drew Holmquist from Clay, another tough kid, was at Kings of Florida last year, placed 5th last year. Evan Rowe from Braden River.
That's my semis. KJ Vasquez and Evan Rowe is my semis for the bottom half.
That's my semis too. And this bottom side is actually extremely tough.
It really
when
is.
You look at it.
It really is.
When you all things considered, third time's a charm. KJ Vasquez is going to win a state title this year.
Didn't he make a Puerto Rican world team or something like that?
He is a Puerto Rican world team member as well.
Okay, that's what I thought.
KJ Vasquez finally getting that state title, and I'm actually can't wait for this celebration when he does win.
Yeah, he deserves it. He does. But Evan Rowe ain't gonna let it just happen. Trust me.
Absolutely, he works his butt off though.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. But yeah, that'll be your finals. Evan, I'm sorry, your semis. KJ and Evan Rowe. All right, I got KJ to win the whole thing. You too, right?
Me too. Yep, I got KJ.
All right, 175, or did I skip 165?
Nope. You got it right.
175. Okay.
Yep.
Jacob Rodriguez, I just named him as the wrestler of the week this past week. The kid's on fire, man.
He's on fire. He's been on a move this year, but okay, I will say this. He shows up. Eli Diaz is extremely tough. Jacob Rodriguez has some questionable losses in the offseason. Offseason doesn't matter when the regular season, right? But this is going to be a tough quarterfinals to watch. When he's on fire, he's on fire. Eli Diaz from Somerset wrestled, I believe, a weight class up or 2 weight classes up at the 215 level. And now he's at 175.
Wow.
From the year before. And he still made the state tournament as an undersized 215 pounder, a weight class or 2 up. So I got Jacob Rodriguez making the state semis, but I'm telling you, if Eli Diaz shows up, this could be Jacob's toughest match in the tournament. Granted, the state's finals.
Garrett from Springstead will make the semis on the bottom half, top half.
I was just about to say James Garrett.
Yeah,
a big guy with little guy movement. This kid can scramble. This kid has great hips. This kid can take a little guy shot, swing low single, all that. James Garrett and Jacob Rodriguez is going to be probably one of the best semis to watch.
I love big dudes that wrestle like lightweights. I love watching that.
He does. I'm telling you right now, he does.
I can't wait to see it. All right, bottom half of that. What are we looking at?
Bottom half, we got Khalil Hernandez, North Fort Myers, another tough kid. We got Andrew Bray from Zephyr Hills, another tough kid. Elijah Weatherly from Sebastian River. Another tough quarterfinal is going to be Elijah Weatherly versus Andrew Bray. I don't know if these two have met. But I've seen Weatherly wrestle consistently, and he's a long ass 175 pounder. And not only that, he's strong too. He could make the state semis, but Khalil Hernandez from North Fort Myers is extremely tough.
Oh yeah.
He's only has 2 losses on the year. He will make the state semis as well. Although this bottom side is tough too, I got Khalil Hernandez making the state finals.
Tell you what, I don't know. I'm gonna let you call it on this one because I just don't know. If you put a gun on my head and said pick one right now, I got to go Jacob Rodriguez.
I got to go Jacob Rodriguez too, just following momentum and history.
Yeah.
But don't be surprised if James Garrett makes the state
I
finals.
wouldn't be surprised. All right, 190. The big boys.
190.
Landon Martin is so tough from Clay.
Landon Martin's tough. Rubier Oliva is tough, even though he had a tough region tournament. He's got a tough Mason DeSandolo from Lake Gibson.
Yeah.
Wes Lucas from North Fort Myers. 1 loss on the year, 10th grader.
Wow.
That's your state semis right there. Landon Martin versus Wes Lucas. North Fort Myers versus Clay. That's gonna be a state semis to watch for sure.
Bosowski's tough, man, from Jesuit. Can he
He
get
is
that
tough too.
Martin?
I don't know. But we're gonna find out tomorrow, right? Or we're gonna find out on Friday.
Yeah, Friday. Yep. That's gonna be a good one.
But yeah, I got Landon Martin making the state finals.
All right, bottom half.
Bottom half.
That's
guys.
a tough
I don't have
quarter
to.
is Logan Pike and Mateo Martinez.
Mateo Martinez from Somerset, but 5 losses on the year. Those are from some of the biggest tournaments in the state. I don't gotta explain much. I mean, there's a lot of kids in this bracket that are good, especially that we got, Dickerson or Pike against Mateo Martinez from Somerset. Parker Miller, another tough kid. Mateo Martinez is winning the state title this year. He's gonna go for number 2.
Really?
Mateo Martinez is winning the state title this year.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure he pinned everyone in his bracket last year.
I really during the state duels, I really wanted to see Mateo Martinez versus Chavis from Lake Gibson, and Blasucci didn't have that match happen.
No, it was Mateo versus Sage Suarez.
Yeah,
or Sage Suarez versus Jeremiah.
I was like, damn, I wanted to see that match. But anyways, so you think Mateo Martinez will win it?
Mateo Martinez is going to be a 2-time state champ.
All right, we're going to find out soon enough. But at 215, you almost have to go with Chavis, although you got Porter Loveland from Middleburg, who I did have ranked number 1 for a while.
Yep, and the state quarters match to watch, Porter Loveland versus Sage Suarez from Somerset. That's going to break a heart in itself because these 2 kids are tough as hell.
Yeah.
And they're also aggressive as shit. But Sage Suarez has Marvin Mendez from Jesuit, who's another tough kid.
Yeah.
So he has 2 tough matches back to back. Granted, he wins his first round. As this top side, I love Sage Suarez. I think he's a great wrestler, but I gotta go Porter Loveland. I think he's on a vengeance. Caleb Johns is another tough kid.
Yeah.
And Frida McDaniel. This whole top side, I'm not gonna lie, is murderer's row right now.
It is. And Johns and McDaniel is going to be a sick ass quarterfinals match.
Yes, it is. But if I have to pick one to make the state finals, because only one can make it, I got Porter Loveland.
Porter Loveland, me too. All right. Bottom half, it's all Chavis.
Not much to say here. Jeremiah Chavis has also been around the world, around the country wrestling.
Oh, yeah.
And he's had 2 tough past seasons. But listen, before we go, Tyson Reyes from Jensen Beach, 1 loss on the year, tough kid. Marco Gonzalez from Winter Springs, another tough kid. I don't want to put these kids past. But Jeremiah Chavez is on another level this year regarding wrestling. I mean, his only 4 losses, I think, from our Escape the Rock, right? And Iron Man.
Yeah.
Right? So Jeremiah Chavez is going to win a state title this year.
Yeah, I believe so.
Finally.
The big boys.
Big boys. All right. So on the top side, Christopher Coleman from Deerfield Beach, tough as hell. Eric Stouter for Walton Beach High School. That's going to be a really good quarterfinals match to watch.
Roger Valus from Atlantic. Ari Bentley from Tavares.
Yep.
Ari Bentley's tougher. Hell, man, that kid's scary.
Ari Bentley is he's a tough kid. I think Ari Bentley's going to make the state finals here on this top side.
I do too.
But Christopher Coleman's tough too. But on the bottom side, we got a state final. We got a state finals that's going to be in the state semis. These 2 have wrestled, and it's been a 1-point match every time. Jackson Ewan versus Blake Elder in the state semis, which sucks to see. I would have loved to see that in state finals.
Yeah.
But man, Blake Elder has the most recent win. I got to go Blake Elder, even though Jackson Newman, correct me if I'm wrong, is already a state finalist or state champ,
I
right?
go Blake Elder to win the whole friggin' thing.
I got Blake Elder winning the whole thing too. I mean, it's hard to go against him. He's on fire.
Yep.
What can I say?
All right, 106 1A. Here we go, 1A.
1A. All right. So, top side, Tiago Finoff, right? But there's a kid named Jet Johnson from Cocoa Beach. Coach Kelly.
Lil Jet.
Lil Jet, Coach Kelly doing his thing as he always is. Creating great wrestlers at Cocoa Beach. Jack Cabrera from Madder Lakes, another tough kid. Man, it's hard to go. It's hard to pick the top side because I like a lot of these guys, but Jet Johnson is just on a tear. I mean, he placed top 4, top 5 last year, right? And I think he's gonna make the state finals.
I watched him beat Drone last year.
Yeah, Drone, exactly. So Drone's tough, but Jet Johnson, I mean, this kid is little, but he packs a punch. This kid's gonna go to the state finals this year, but he's gonna have a tough semis against Tiago Finoff. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah. You know, Bradley French, don't count him out, from Admiral Farragut. He's an 8th grader. I've heard some really good things about that kid.
Yeah,
16,
I'm gonna be
and
watching.
he can't be no slouch.
He can't be a slouch. I'm gonna be watching him for sure.
Definitely. But yeah, it's hard to go against Jet Johnson on the top half.
Yeah.
Who do we got on the bottom half?
Bottom half, Ryan Rojo, Corbin Helm, Grayson McDonald from
Grayson McDonald
from St. John Newman, another tough kid. This bottom side is there's a couple openings here for a few guys.
Yeah.
But I think if I had to choose a semis right here, I'm going Ryan Rojo, and I'm going Grayson McDonald for the semis.
I agree.
But this whole group is tough. Now to make state finals, Corbin Helm from Hernando's tough too. To make the state finals, I'm going Ryan Rojo. I'm gonna go Ryan Rojo versus Jet Johnson.
And Jet Johnson takes it.
Jet Johnson takes it. But you know what? I'm gonna go with the upset this year. I haven't called an upset yet. I'm gonna go with the biggest upset of the season so far. I'm gonna go Ryan Rojo.
You're crazy.
And
Ain't gonna happen.
hey,
I got you, Jet. Don't worry. All right, 113. Oh,
there's not.
not
You talk about a kid
here.
You talk about a kid that's won almost everything, right? And has dominated the whole year, quite literally dominated. There's a 0 next to his record. Bryce Fiore, 7th grader, going to on the path he's going to be a multiple-time state champ. Yeah, I could call it and say 6-time. But I'll wait to see in the future. But this kid's on a tear. I mean, Andres Garcia is also super tough. Isaac Reynolds from the top side, but Bryce Fiore is going to make the state finals. On the bottom side, though, and Ron Flores too from Madder Lakes. That kid's going to place at the state tournament for sure.
Well, the question is, who's going to get second place? It's a race for second.
I can't. You're stealing my line. I can't agree with you more on this bracket. It's a race for second. Now, Asher Cabral from Cocoa Beach, tough kid. This kid from Miami, Carroll City, Dylan Presman. He's grown a lot as a wrestler over the years. He's tough too. Adrian Rojas from Miami Christian. I think it's going to be an Adrian Rojas versus it could be Asher Cabral from Cocoa Beach in the state semis. Depending who makes the state finals, I couldn't pick. But what I do know is that Bryce Fiore is winning the state title.
Is Yanuel Pantoja the son of that UFC fighter Pantoja? I heard he has a kid that wrestles, but I don't think he goes to Bayside.
I believe it is.
Is it really?
I believe it is. I think so.
Okay. I know he has a son that wrestles. I just don't know where.
Yeah, I believe it's this one.
But that's crazy, man. That is crazy. All right, so 113, we have obviously Bryce Fiore. 120. Koa Deloach.
120.
This kid, man.
I mean, if we look at this top side's actually super tough. We have Jake Margolis.
Yeah.
You know, a kid that popped off into the scene at the state dual tournament from Madder Lakes and proved himself already. Everett Stevens, Hudson Switzer, Koa Deloach. You know, these are all quarterfinals matches you're going to want to watch.
Dude,
Hudson Switzer versus Koa
every kid
Deloach.
on this top side of the bracket is tougher than hell.
Yeah, every single kid. So, I mean, we're going to see a Jake Margolis versus Everett Stevens quarters. We're going to see a Hudson versus Koa quarters. Not counting you other kids out, but this is just me following, you know, numbers and on paper.
Course.
I think it's going to be a Jake Margolis versus Koa Deloach state semis.
It will. But who do you have in that match? God, I love Jake, but it's hard to go against Deloach, man. I love that kid too. He's so good.
and I got much respect to Margolis's family, him and his father as well. I
Yeah,
support them both heavily.
I do too,
Very,
but I don't think
very
right now at this time in the game, Jake has what it takes to take Deloach out. Maybe he would
mm.
in a year or two, not right now. I think it's a little
Code Deloach.
premature.
Code Deloach has seniority. He's a world team member for his
Yeah,
country, I believe Guam. He's a Fargo All-American,
yeah,
and he only has 3 losses on the year. And this is a kid who's also being Eric Bush.
right. Now I
So
gotta go with Deloach, but I would not be surprised if Margolis pulled it off.
I would not
I'll
either.
say that.
On this
Bottom
bottom
half.
side, Anthony Alco-Frater from Cocoa Beach and Luke Lato. That's a first round match to watch in itself. That's going to be a good match.
Yep.
Logan Bajor and Wyatt Felgen, another good first round
Jeez.
match. But there's a kid on the bottom side, Benito Barnhart, someone that's been training with Zach, someone that's been training with Zach Sherms and the
Every
whole
day.
group in St. John Newman. And much respect to Zach Sherms. I like that. I like him a lot.
Zach is
And he's got
really high on Benito. Zach told me, do not be surprised to see Benito Barnhart ranked in the top 10 in the country very, very soon.
Really, holy crap!
That's what he told me. That was right from Zach's mouth.
Well, I'll tell you right now, whether it was from Zach or not, I got Benito Barnhart making the state finals.
I do too.
But I think he's gonna have a tough Alco-Frater from Cocoa Beach in the semis. But I think Benito's gonna make the state finals. Now, the hardest part about this is who's gonna win, Benito or Koa. That's gonna be tough.
That's
I like both
worth
of
the price of admission right there.
that's gonna be a state finals to watch. You guys focus on that. If I had to pick, I gotta go Koa Deloach. I just can't go over the accolades and seniority. But Benito Barnhart, if you win, all respect to you. You proved me wrong, and I wouldn't be surprised. But I gotta go Koa Deloach.
It's funny because on the bottom half in the quarters, you're going to get 2 Zach Sherman trained kids, Sebastian McCoy versus Benito Barnhart. Remember, Zach
that's
was
crazy.
at Coral Shores last
He
year.
was at Coral Shores, yeah.
Yeah. So that'll be interesting, but Barnhart takes that match. Oh man, if you're forcing me to pick here, you know what? I think Deloach is going to win, but I'm going to predict Barnhart just because the Zach Sherman effect. I'm taking another one of your lines.
It's a real thing.
It is a real thing. It is a real thing. So that's what we pick at 120.
All right, 126. All right, so on this top side, Jake Arneson, a tough kid. William Harvey though, Wakulla High School, 16-3 on the year. Looks like he has I don't want to say easy because all these kids are tough, but looks like he has a path for him in the state semis, looking pretty fair. But Case Gustafsson, another tough kid. Loudon Grooms, that's gonna be a first round match to watch. Eric Perez from St. John Newman, that kid is tough. I've watched him wrestle. He is gritty. It's gonna be a William Harvey versus Eric Perez state semis.
Yeah.
It's really, really hard to pick, but I gotta go William Harvey. Yeah, I gotta go William Harvey for the first match.
I'm gonna tell you what, the 8th grader
time.
Case Gustafson, he's gonna shock people. You watch. I don't know if he can get past Eric Perez.
It's possible. I mean,
but if anyone can, it's Case. And he's young as hell, but he's so mature beyond his years on the mat.
He is.
And his dad
He's
was
super
a
tough.
great wrestler for Brandon.
Really?
Oh
I did
my
not
God,
know that.
yeah. He was state champ probably multiple times. He was an All-American in college. At D1.
What's this bottom side look like?
Bottom side. Dylan Lunsford right off the bat jumps out at me.
Luka Zerka, he has a tough Luka Zerka in the first round.
Messina.
I mean, hey.
That's Kellen Messina.
Returning state champ, I gotta go Kellen Messina.
Of course.
And all these kids are tough. Leonardo Torres is also tough. Dylan Lunsford versus Luka Zerka is gonna be a first round match to watch. But I gotta go Kellen Messina making the state finals, and I got Kellen Messina winning the state title.
I was just gonna ask you who wins, Harvey or Messina?
Yeah, I gotta go Messina.
All right, I'm going with Messina too because he's been there before and he won it, so he's gonna want to win it again.
Yeah, exactly.
32. This is gonna be
all right. This is gonna be the weight class to watch. For many reasons. We have 3 top contenders, and then we have a whole lot of good kids already. If you go to the top side, Jasper Kroon, 46-0 on the year. Off season, he's being some of the best kids in the state. Reed Yakes, other great kids. Christian Day isn't a slouch though. But we're
Oh,
talking about
of course
Jasper
not.
Kroon
That's
here.
there's no Cocoa Beach slouch kids.
There's none. Another, Zach Strom effect, Gavin Matias, Jalal Naguib, first round matchup. That's going to be tough too. Returning state placer Leland Flaherty has a first round matchup with returning 7th grade state champ Elijah Castanon, who's now an 8th grader.
I didn't even see
It's
him
good.
there, man. I was quick to jump for the Jasper Kroon boat, but golly, Elijah Castanon's there.
It's going to be a Kroon versus Castanon state
Of
semis.
course.
Now, I love both these kids. I love Mr. Kroon. I think he's a great
I
guy.
do
I love the
too.
way I love the way he supports Florida Wrestling in the Sun.
Me too.
But I also love Elijah Castanon. I love Jesus Castanon. He's
Yep.
supporting us deeply.
But we can't go by how we love the family.
We can't go how we feel.
Go by what do we think is going to happen
What do
on
we
the
think?
mat.
Exactly.
So tell me what you.
And what do I think? I think Elijah Castanon has one of the most clutch states championship tournament effects. I gotta go Elijah Castanon to state
I'm going
finals.
Kroon. I've been on the
But
Kroon.
this match will be an overtime or ultimate tiebreaker match.
Whatever it is, I got Kroon. I'm not jumping off the Kroon train. I've been on it all year. I've been on it since last year. I just love the kid. I think he's got what it takes. He's smart on and off the mat. And he's just a super, super kid. And you can't root against a kid like that. You just can't. And I think he has what it takes. He's a great athlete as well.
He is. I got Elijah Castanon making the state finals. That's a Zach Strom effect right there in itself. And especially all the training he does.
Yeah. Who we got on the bottom
side? Bottom side, we got tough Beckham Zerka, tough Jacob Justice. But returning state champ again, 18-0 on the year, has faced tough competition, has a win over Castanon by ultimate tiebreaker in the region tournament.
And he knows how to win.
I got to go Keegan Messina. I got Keegan Messina making the state finals.
I got Keegan Messina against my boy Kroon in the state finals and Jasper.
And combined, those guys have 0 losses. But who's your guy to win the whole thing?
Kroon.
I think it's going to be a Castanon versus Messina finals.
No way.
And I think that Messina's going to win, but Castanon's tough, and if he does win, I won't be surprised.
We'll see what happens.
If Castanon, you can move on to another bracket, but if Castanon does win, I'm telling you right now, granted, unless something happens, there's not a kid in Florida that's going to beat Castanon if he wins this bracket.
Yeah, he's tough. There's no doubt about it. What do we got at 38?
Right. This top side's a bloodbath already that I see. We got Damian Zerka, Christopher Green, Adrian Day, and Brady Jackson all in the top side. Brady Jackson, returning state finalist, faced one of the best to do in Florida, and Max Brady, in the state finals, 60-6 on the year. He's making the state semis. Off rip, I'll tell you that right now. No, I take that back because there's another kid named Adrian Day from Cocoa Beach, who's also super tough.
And he's clutch.
I think that if I had to pick, I think Adrian Day is gonna make the state semifinals. I know he has 10 losses on the year.
I don't care about that.
But I don't listen. All these kids have losses on the year, and they're perfectly great wrestlers. Now, who's going to be in the state semis with him? I got Chris Green.
Yeah.
Chris Green also has a win over Adrian Day already.
What was the score on that?
It was a last-second takedown.
Okay.
I believe with 10 seconds left.
I think it was Adrian Day to make the state finals.
I'm going Christopher Green. Okay. Christopher Green's making the state finals.
All right, what do we got on the bottom half? Oh, Boda. Boda's winning the whole damn thing.
On the bottom half, we got a future great. Already a great actually in himself, Timmy Boda. Although this whole side is hard. You got Brock
Dahlin. Oh man, I didn't even see him there. 43-2. I still say Dahlin. I'm sorry. I still say Boda's going to win it though.
I think Boda's going to win the whole bracket.
It'll be Dahlin and Boda in the semis on the bottom half.
100%. That's going to be a tough match in itself to watch too. I know Brock Dahlin is itching to make that state finals, but he got Timmy Boda, and Timmy Boda, man, he's just improved levels. I got Timmy Boda making the state finals, and I got Timmy Boda winning, but I got Chris Green making the state finals, and maybe Chris Green can pull off an upset.
It's going to be Adrian Day and Timmy Boda, and I got Timmy Boda for winning the whole thing. 144. What are we looking at?
The top side, Sterling Hollinsworth, another kid from Florida High, trains with Jasper Kroon all the time, I bet. Keelan Ciani from Cocoa Beach. Two tough kids on that upper side of the top half.
Look
I
at
gotta I
look at
got
the bottom half.
I see it. I see it. The bottom half, we got Gio Perez, we got Bruce Lee, and I've been on a Bruce Lee train since the beginning.
Me too.
I got Bruce Lee and Sterling Hollingsworth in the state semis,
Me too.
and I got Bruce Lee making the state finals.
Yep. Although
When he's 100,
Dylan
when he's
Cienni's
100%,
tough, bro.
he is. Whoever wins between that match is going to be in the state semis. But I got Bruce Lee in the state finals. The thing about Bruce Lee, when he's 100%, he's one of the best wrestlers in the state of Florida, like regardless.
I got Bruce Lee and Cienni making the semis.
Yeah.
That's
And
what
on
I
the
think.
bottom,
You got
on his,
Hollingsworth and Lee. I got Cienni and Lee.
yep.
And
And
Lee,
on his bottom side,
Lee wins it.
on his bottom side,
Kuroda.
we got Landon Kuroga, right? Jack Mullenix.
Yep.
And on the very, very bottom side, we have someone that's already won a state title, someone that beat Jake Austin and Giovanni Solis in the same tournament,
Woo!
and Lincoln Sledjanowski.
Dude, who does that? Who can do
So
that? Him.
this
That's
kid,
it.
this kid is insane. I mean, and there's a lot of kids here too that could make the state finals or state semis, like Aaron Robinson, but that's Lincoln Sledjanowski. Jack Mullenix and Landon Kuroga, one of you are going to make the state finals. If I had to pick one, I'm going to go Landon Kuroga, right? Lincoln Sledjanowski's making the state finals.
He's going to win.
Bruce
the whole
Lee
thing.
and Lincoln is going to be a state finals to watch in itself, but it's just so hard to pick against Greco Fargo champ, a
You
Greco, world champ, I
Verona
believe.
trained.
Verona trained,
Got
Verona.
little bit of the Zach effect.
A little bit of Zach effect, right? I gotta go Lincoln Sledjanowski,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
my
safest
heart
bet.
goes safest bet.
Yeah. All right. 150.
150 top side. All right. So this kid, 9th grader Howard Hill from St. John County Day.
Oh, tough.
Super tough kid. Ryan Winters and Nolan West in a first round match is actually going to be good. I think both these kids are good. Nolan West is going to Mercyhurst, new D1 school.
Yeah.
But Ryan Winters from the Kings Academy is a very good wrestler.
He's very tough. But I like Nolan West in that match.
I think I'm going to go Nolan West too.
Yeah.
But I got Howard Hill making the semis on that very top side.
I do too.
Now, William Buckley and Wyatt Krauser is going to be a quarters match to watch. I got Wyatt Krauser making the state semis there.
So do
If
I.
I had to choose one, and it's going to be super hard because I know Wyatt Krauser's super tough, returning state finalist, I believe. I got to go Wyatt Krauser. But this 9th grader Howard Hill, don't be surprised if he wins that match and goes into the state finals.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised because I'm choosing him over Krauser.
Oh, shoot. All right. So the 9th grader, and then I chose Krauser to make the state finals.
Yep. Bottom half. I think Reber. I'm big on Jacob Reber. I know a lot about him. I know what he's been going through. I know how he's been training. I speak to his dad quite frequently. The kid is a grinder. He's a smart kid. He's a good kid. I love that kid. And I really think he can win a state title here.
Well, you got Reber. I got Mason Odell.
I knew you would.
Mason Odell, has a great final stretch this season so far. He does have a tough match in Noah Leota, from Slam Tampa,
Leota's tough.
in the quarters. Taz Kinghorn's also tough. I think Noah Leota is going to pull that one away. I think Troy Thaxton and Jacob Reber are going to make that quarters on that side. But I got Mason Odell and Jacob Reber in the state semis, and I got Mason Odell winning the whole thing.
I got Reber winning the whole thing.
Really?
Yep.
Over Howard Hill?
Absolutely.
All right, I got Odell winning the whole thing.
All right, we'll find out soon enough. 157.
157. Top side, we got Jason Schiavello from Clearwater Central Catholic.
Yep.
We got Titus DeYoung, another tough kid. Terrence Hinson from Florida High. Jacob Lobis from Pinecrest. This is a pretty tough top side. It's also a little bit open too. I think Jason Schiavello is going to make the state semis.
Yeah.
Who he's going to face? It's hard to go against Hinson, but DeYoung from Merritt Island has had this experience at the state tournament.
Yeah, I'm going Titus and Schiavello for the semis.
I'm going Titus Schiavello as well for the semis, and I think I'm going to go Titus for the state finals. But there's this one kid there on the bottom side. His name's Gustavo Ferreira. I've seen him create history when he was at Heritage in 8th grade, Heritage High School. Now he's at Cocoa Beach. This kid's making the state finals. And I love everyone in this side of bracket. Cesar Aguilar from Madder Lakes, another great kid. Chase Justice from Freedom. That's going to be a first-round match to watch. Tiago Viana from Admiral Farragut,
Yeah.
another tough kid. But Gustavo Ferreira is going to win a state title this year.
So I think I've got now. I thought it was pronounced Tiago, but where he's from, it's pronounced Chago. The TH is pronounced as a CH. That's what I was told by his coach. So I take Chago Viana and Gustavo Ferreira to make the semis on the bottom half, and I've got Ferreira winning that.
Me too. I got Ferreira winning that too.
Now, who's going to win the whole damn thing?
I got Gustavo Ferreira.
Me too. Me too. Looking at it, I'm going Ferreira. All right, let's move on. 65.
All right, 65. Hey, there's not much to talk about here. Kalias Nazario, 21-0, ranked in the nation, has beaten some of the best guys in the nation and in the state. Kalias Nazario's on that top side. On the bottom side, though, we got a little more something interesting, right? Isaac Fair, someone who's been through a lot this year, because I know him personally, has a tough quarters, I think, against Aaron Hoare. Cocoa Beach, another very tough kid.
Yeah, Aaron.
I think Isaac Fair can pull that out and make the state semis, but Aaron Hoare, if he makes it, I won't be surprised.
No, definitely not surprised.
Now, Andrew Chen.
Chen's tough.
That's a Chen brother. Nathan Chen's brother. He has just time and time again proved everyone wrong. I think Andrew Chen is going to make the state semis. And matter of fact, I think Andrew Chen is going to make the state finals.
Really?
With what he's been doing. I think Andrew Chen is going to make the state finals. His toughest competition will be a Fair or Hoare matchup in the state semis.
Yeah.
But if everything gets put together, I got Chen making the finals, but he's going to go up against Kalias, and I think Kalias is going to win the whole thing.
I got this kid right here in the state semis.
Yep.
And he's going to win it, and he's going to wrestle Nazario in the state finals, and Nazario is going to win.
Yes, two-time state champ Nazario.
Yeah, 175.
All right, probably the most I don't know weight class in the state, regardless of 1A, 2A, 3A. Just to start off, we got Jordan Hagler from Florida High, right?
Yep.
Who's going to see Jacob Bacon in the quarters.
Yep.
That's going to be a tough match. Jonathan Motor, multiple-time state finalist, right, is going to see Angel Prieto on that other side in the state semis, right? Now, that's already, I think, 4 kids in my top 8, top 6 that are going to be in the state quarters, right? I think Angel Prieto is going to make the state semis. I think Jacob Bacon is going to make the state semis.
Me too.
To make the state finals, I think I got to go Angel Prieto.
I'm going with this guy right here. One of the Bacon boys.
One of the Bacon boys.
That's a wrestling family. Emma is his sister.
Mm-hmm.
And his brother was a state champ already. And I think he's going to do it.
Yeah, but that 4 lists right there in the quarters, that's all interchangeable. Anything could change there.
Look at this kid down here.
Bear Siegel, someone that I know personally, someone that's very tough.
That's your friend.
He is my friend. He has a quarters final match against a tough Bennett Switzer.
Yep.
And I will say, Bennett Switzer has had a year in himself. 3 losses on the year. Schweitzer, yeah. 3 losses on the year. But Bear at the state tournament, I think he's going to show up this year. Now, who's on the very bottom side?
Let's just take a look.
Brandon Simmons. So this kid, Brandon Simmons, Miami Carroll City, this is actually a really good draw for him, I think. I think Brandon Simmons is going to make the state semis. This kid, I've seen him wrestle before. What a style. That's all I'm going to say. He has a style for sure. Very hard to take down. You can't throw the kid. He has a strong base. Brandon Simmons is going to make the state semis. Who's he going to be against? I think it's going to be against Bear Siegel.
Me too.
Now, between that match, I think Bear Siegel's going to make the state finals.
Yes.
Who's he going to beat? Who's he going to have to wrestle? Could be Angel Prieto. Could be Jacob Bacon. But off that being said, all these guys, top 5, have beaten each other multiple times throughout the year. If I had to pick one, I got to go Bear Siegel to win a state title this year.
All right, so I got Jacob Bacon and Bear Siegel in the finals, and it's hard for me to pick against Bear, so I'm not going to do it. I'm going Bear Siegel state champ.
But this whole bracket is just a toss-up in itself, I'll tell you that.
It really flip a coin on that one, but that's what I think is going to happen.
Yeah.
190.
190. So Nathan Pond from Cocoa Beach, tough
kid.
ass wrestler.
Yeah.
You know, I know it says 11 losses on the year. But again, Khalil Beach also wrestles a tough schedule. But Aaron McCarty from Robinson, another tough kid, 2 losses on the year. Juan Mars, another tough kid. But on the bottom side, actually go back to the top side. Go back to the top side. Calvin Ross is on that top side too.
I don't care
Um,
who's on that top side because Aaron McCarty is winning a state title this year.
Really? You
Yep.
think so?
I know so.
I got Aaron McCarty making the state finals, but on the bottom side, we have 2 potential state champs.
Trey Driggett?
In my opinion, Trey Driggett and
Atticus
Keon
Randall?
Bliss.
Oh, Keon.
And
Yeah, Keon.
Keon Bliss. Someone that wrestled at Kings of Florida last year. Did a great job. I'm pretty sure he won. But he has Darian Vargas from Adelaide, who's another tough kid. Now, I think that Trey Driggett and Keon Bliss are going to be in the state semis together. Who's going to win that? That's another flip a coin match for me. I don't know if they've wrestled before. That's why I'm saying that. I got Keon Bliss winning. I got Keon Bliss winning a state title this year.
Yeah, but it ain't gonna happen because Aaron McCarty is winning that state title. So we'll see who's right and who's wrong on that one. Don't let me down, McCarty. All right.
All right.
It's 215. Come on, man. Come on.
215.
You know
wherever
Peter
he
Mako's
is.
winning it 51-0.
51-0, Peter Mako, national ranked Fargo champ. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. And this isn't to discredit anyone in this
not.
whole bracket.
Nope.
But you need to understand, like, numbers aside, stats aside, this is one of the best wrestlers in the state of Florida.
Look at the pedigree.
And just only a 10th grader going for his second state title. I mean, who's he going to see in the finals? Because
No, he's going
I think
for
he's
his
in the
third state title.
second.
He won it as an 8th grader. He beat Shop.
He lost that.
He-
Yeah, and he lost as a 9th grader.
Oh, well, he didn't really. Yeah, right. Yeah.
He lost. You know, I know what you mean.
He got DQ'd for a slam.
He got DQ'd for a slam. He didn't actually lose.
Right.
But he's going for his second state title here, per numbers. Now on the top side, who's he gonna face in the state final for the top side? I think he could face Brett Bearden. Honestly, I think that's who he's gonna beat. Brett Bearden Brett Bearden's gonna be in the state finals, and Peter Mako's gonna win the whole thing.
Brett Bearden. What's TBS?
I couldn't tell you.
I forgot what that stands for. Shit.
It's all right.
He's 29-0, so he's got to be decent.
He's also one of the top kids in the state for me.
Yeah, but he ain't beating
Last
Mako.
bracket.
Michael Mako. It's the Michael Mako show.
Last bracket. Wherever he is, Michael Mako, 50-0. I mean, he's going to Iowa next year. Not much to say here. On the top side, he'll face. Could be Lennox Washington. Could be Holden Corbin. Actually,
I think
Sewanee.
it's the Swanee kid, Holden Corbin.
I think Holden Corbin can make it there too.
Yeah.
Nathaniel Lovelace is tough too, but at end of all be all, Michael Mako is winning his state title.
Yeah, for sure. So, guys, that is our preview for 1A and 2A. Hope you liked it. Don't know how good we are. Don't know. We'll find out soon enough how good we are. I think it's going to be a great state tournament. I can't wait. I'm not going to be there till Friday morning. I'll be there before the doors open.
I'll be there on the floor Thursday,
Tomorrow.
beginning until the end. If you see me, grab me. I'm doing interviews, take pictures. Come say what's up to me. Message to all you athletes, seniors or first timers. You've trained all year for this. It's probably the biggest tournament in the regular season for the state sanctioned side, right? There's nothing to worry about. All you got to do is wrestle your matches, right?
Have fun.
Don't let the wins and losses define you. You never take a loss. You only learn. Okay. Wrestle your match. Surrender the result to God or surrender the result to whatever you want to do. Just have fun. Have fun. Wrestling isn't going to last forever. This is coming from someone that was in your shoes at the state tournament. Wrestling isn't going to last forever. So have fun. Make it the best you can be and just enjoy it. Enjoy it for what it is. Soak it all in.
And no matter what happens, guys, the sun is going to rise on Sunday morning. Your families are going to still love you, win or lose.
Yep.
It sucks to lose, especially if you're a senior. I get it. I was one of those guys. Trust me, I know. I went to the state tournament 36-0 as a senior. I was number one guy on paper and it just didn't happen. But trust me, at almost 58 years old, it still stings today, but it means nothing. It really, in the big scheme of life, it's a wrestling match. So,
That's it.
and
That's
another
it.
thing, remember, guys, doesn't matter how big that arena is, the mat is still the same size as the mat in your wrestling room. So just go out and wrestle.
Exactly.
Go out and wrestle.
Exactly.
All right.
Go out, have fun, and prove why you're one of the best 16 kids in your weight class in the
That's right.
state.
That's right. All right, Guru. I'll see you there Friday morning.
I'll see you there. Bye.